Okay. All right. Well, look, let's move on because we got another story that we need to cover. And this today, you guys, and if anybody is here for the first time checking us out, look, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. We need you to support the show. Let me get the ticker over here. I'm over here tripping. Let me get the ticker going. Everybody hit that subscribe button, hit the like button on this video. So let's talk about this one. This one just hit the air today. This is a brand new one. Jonathan Majors and Meagan Good are married. They got married, I think today or yesterday or last night or something like that. Recently, these two people have just gotten married, and this is a really interesting case. I did a story about this. I did a show about this. I think I did multiple shows on this, and this stemming from his incident with his former girlfriend. They got into a scuffle in the car after an award. Was it? I think it was an award show or something. They were coming home. They were in the car. He had something come up on his phone, and his girl saw the thing on his phone and snatched. Look, we got another aggressive hyena, and snatched the phone out of his hand, and they got into a scuffle. He gets out of the car, and she goes and basically said, you where you going? Where you think you going? You're not leaving. And so he stuffs her back into the car, and she gets scuffed up. Police come. I think he called the police, and they hauled him away, and he ends up almost losing everything behind a domestic violence charge. And he lost Marvel, he lost contracts, he lost major roles that he was up for, just like that overnight over this woman. And so immediately after this happened, when he had to go to court, Meagan Good is standing by his side. Now, somebody might be wondering, could it be that Meagan Good's face popped up on that phone? I mean, 2 + 2 does equal 4. But and they've been inseparable ever since. They've been inseparable ever since they started on that court case, and she decided to pay his bills. His bills got excessive. He wasn't getting any work. She came in and decided to pay all his bills until he got on his feet. He called her his Coretta. like he Martin Luther King.
Right. Martin Luther the King.
Yeah, Martin Luther the King. So here we are. It has blossomed, I suppose, and his mother, who is a pastor, married these two people today. What's your thoughts on this?
It's a lot. I followed Meagan and Devon Franklin. Even read their book years before all of this happened. So tracking and understanding kind of like their origins and then how everything kind of fell apart. It was devastating a little bit. They were couple goals, and around that time I was realizing that we got to kill couple goals because we don't know what's going on behind the closed doors. To really, unless we can only go based off of what they say, right? And what's collaborated with the other party to a certain degree. The whole Coretta thing was a little different. It's, we all know men want to ride or die. And I think that Meagan proved it, like she was a ride or die. But when you look at the dating history of Jonathan Majors, he frequently had women investing in him until he got his acting career off. And that seems to have been the case. No shot at him. I'm just saying, like, I know a lot of actors and a lot of men do the same thing. Women do the same thing too, because you can't really work a regular job and be on call to go film, because a lot of times you got to build a portfolio and a resume. So you need a sponsor, you need a financier to get that, to take care of you, because acting money is no money until you get Marvel money, right? So this was his trend, like, you know, and that's probably like a lot of his relationships was. So a lot of that kind of came probably from resentment that I've been investing in you for 10 years. So whether this woman was white or black, I don't even know if it was 10 years, but it is a certain amount of like I think resentment that comes that I think some women have a hard time dealing with. Like, I poured into you, and now I don't even get to be the woman who stands beside you when the spotlight is on you. And that's why a lot of women don't like to invest in potential, because they may not even be the woman that reaps the benefit of the sacrifice, of the emotional support, of the financial support, and then also the emotional energy that goes in if you're not even faithful. So that was just more a woman scorned because she played herself, right?
Wait,
you know what I'm saying?
you talking about the former woman, the woman
former woman, the woman he was with before.
Yeah, no,
that had
she
all
was
the,
no, she didn't have any money. She was a waitress who
yeah,
was
but I'm
trying
saying
to
but
get
she
on in
had,
Hollywood.
yeah, but they worked together to build to take care of each other while they was trying to make it, basically.
Yeah,
Like, this is my day one till I get it. So some of them, very few of them, stay with like, I really went with the struggle with you. And it's almost like Megan kind of came in like at the end of the struggle, because he had already, his potential had peaked, but he was just going through a hard time when he
like
needed somebody. Yeah, like, so she came in at the right time. So my whole thing is like, much peace and love to them, because I think that this is a better match for her lifestyle versus her other marriage that was very religious, because
she's trying to play the preacher's wife, and
yeah,
And what's the age difference between them two?
For her lifestyle than what she was originally
Somebody-
involved with in the beginning.
yeah, somebody look it up. Somebody
So
look it up.
can I just say, I just want to jump in with this
Jump
real
in.
quickly. Let's remember when Jonathan was going through his situation.
Mm-hmm.
We just gonna take this to social media real quick.
Mm-hmm.
You had a black man with a white woman.
Right.
Now, I'm just gonna go here because I mean we kind of tiptoeing around it, so
I'm with you when
here.
I'm with you,
All right?
Elam. I'm with you when I'm with you.
That man got crucified.
Mm-hmm.
The moment that everything, no, man, if you looked at the comments, no, I'm gonna go here. The average black woman response, okay, was they had no sympathy for him, okay, because he was with a white woman.
Right.
And this
Right.
was right
Mm.
after Creed, right after he
right
blew
after.
up.
I mean, they didn't care. They was like, "Oh, you lost all that. Oh, that you got with the wrong one," and blah blah. They was killing him. I was just like, "Dang," you know what I'm saying? Like all the stuff that was going on in the court or whatever. We just threw out the fact that how the justice system did him. It was just like, yeah, we know the justice system might have did him wrong, but you was with a white woman, so you should have been with a black woman. Blah, blah, blah. They were killing him.
Yeah.
They were killing him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, shows up with one of society's endeared black women, which is Meagan Good. So then once that happened, they were just like, oh, but he with Meagan, dang. Okay, I can't say too much about it because I do have respect for Meagan. So and they were killing him. And I am looking forward to his rebound, because I feel like that the moment that this all went down, people were, particularly our sisters, were crushing him. They had no sympathy for him. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out right now. I'm very happy for him, because I think that, if we have a black woman, right, that just says, what, she's going to go get with another culture, right? It's kind of like love is love then. Okay. but if love is love, then you got to do what you got to do, because we are not, they are not acting correctly out here. So girl, go do your thing.
Right.
Black man.
Yeah.
Let a black man venture outside, and he got killed. You can go back and look in the comments, right? So I'm so excited for them, very happy for them. I'm looking forward to the rebound. But let's not overlook the fact that he got a raw deal from a justice perspective, and people look straight over that, particularly our sisters, because they were like, well, you got in trouble because she was with a white girl. So that's your fault, And then if he said that's his Coretta, then we have people crucifying him on that. Oh my God, Coretta, how you gonna compare?
Right.
Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if that's his Coretta, that's his Coretta. You know what I'm saying? We're not saying that Megan did what Coretta did.
Right.
Yeah.
Clearly it's working for them.
She identifies as Coretta to him, okay?
Man, listen. So
Okay.
you can save all you nigga. You ain't no Martin Luther King. You got arrested for beating on your for getting in a fist fight with your woman. Come on now. You ain't no
What
Martin
I'm
Luther
saying
King.
is that here's the thing. This is
Come
what's
on.
interesting to me. You can always tell how, and this I'm gonna go here. You can always tell people's walk with Christ and what they do based upon when they get in a situation.
Yes,
Right?
hello.
Because people were killing him, and I always try to turn the camera. I'm like, okay, so what's your issue? Because we know we can see what his issue. What's your issue? Right? And as if somebody can't be given the grace, right, to navigate and go through what they go through. And that's the part that bothers me sometimes. But then I understand how people are. You know, you can really tell whether somebody understands who they are and what they
Yes.
deal with, right? And have a self-awareness of know that this is my issue, right? And so, you know, again, I'm so excited for them. I look forward to them their life flourishing. But go back about a year or two ago, my sisters was killing him.
Yeah,
They
he
You know
was
what I'm
were.
saying?
toasted.
And it was and nobody, and it was because he was with a white girl.
And they do the same thing because I think that now they did the same thing to Twitch, if you guys know that story, right? When the story with Twitch and his wife came out recently, where now she isn't letting the family see, she's doing all this. Oh, she did a book, she did a tell-all book. Same
Wait.
thing.
Who's Twitch?
Oh, I'm sorry. Twitch is the dancer that Ellen DeGeneres, the
Oh, the one
dancer
that
that
passed
was,
away.
yes. So a
Yeah, I
Okay.
think
couple
he
of
was
months
a
ago,
DJ. I think he was a
yes,
DJ. Yeah.
and a dancer, he was a dancer on the popular movie Step Ups. So his wife came out with a tell-all book and was telling everything. And so, like Elam said, the same thing. The sisters were in the comments like, "Oh, if she was black, she wouldn't have said nothing. If
That's a
she wouldn't
whole
have
different.
told nothing if she was black. It's because she white that she writing all this book and telling all his business. Let that man rest in peace." Same thing.
Yeah. Well, that's a whole different conversation that we not doing that one today
Not
because
today.
that got a lot of implications attached
Hey
to it.
man, you brought up the Megan Good and you brought
That's
it up. So
correct.
we had to say what it
Same
is.
thing.
People don't want to say what it is. Like they
Because
were crucifying this man.
it's
You know
more
what I'm saying?
It's the
common.
truth.
It's very common. Very common.
Yeah. Well, he was getting it from multiple sides, and he also put him. I mean, you know, I understand. He put himself in that position, and it's not because she was white. It's because look, you guys, look, we can almost say he was in that situation, which is the same situation as this last guy who was fighting a woman in
I was gonna say the same thing.
I
I was
was
like,
look.
I was
oh,
waiting for it. He needed her. He needed Megan. That's what I saw. I was like, who PR? Because that was my concentration in school. I say, what in the PR got him with Megan to save and
Yep.
restore his image, and then got a Coretta? I was like, this was strategic. I felt like Megan saved this man. Like, and that's the way that he felt. Like, I'm just so thankful. And to
See,
me, it's
we're
weird.
going.
It gives codependent a little bit because she came in at the
No,
right time.
Yeah,
no.
see,
Not,
Why
I'm
can't
just
it get
saying. I
no?
think they
We talking
like
about
each other. I'm not saying. I ain't saying they're incompatible. But I'm saying there is a need there. Like she came in and provided some things that she was
no,
right there with the court case,
no,
right there. Okay,
no.
okay.
How about they
and
liked each other?
right,
I'm
yeah.
How
saying.
about they
I'm
wanted to
saying
be
And
it's.
she just
together?
happened to
I'm
catch
saying
him
it's.
at the
I'm
wrong
saying
time
it's
at
both.
You know what I'm
just
saying?
that time.
How about
Well,
when the
what
man
both?
was down? And I think that I think there was like a friendship that existed there. How about when they was down, his friend kicked in? You know
So
what
Right.
I'm
that
saying?
was the
It
thing.
doesn't have to be a codependency situation. Like, I saw the comments about that. Oh, she's gonna come in and save him.
Because you got to look
Why
at
does
it
it got to
like
be
this.
saving?
Megan also was in a situation too. She's been trying to, in a sense, possibly trying to heal, people tarnishing her image as
Fresh
well.
out
So
divorce.
she's just they're actually in the same predicament. Hers is just not as messy as his.
so that
So
sound
So
like
it
that sound like
basically,
seemed.
codependence.
Well,
That's
I,
maybe
I
they just
just
came
You
together and
give me
said,
this,
"Hey,
I give you this. It is. I mean,
right.
codependency doesn't have to be negative. How you look at it. I don't want you guys to look at it that way. That's where the whole topic comes from. Do modern women need men? And when we were more codependent, like, I need you to pay these bills because I got to stay home and take care of these kids. So this man needs you to be a wife, to cook and clean, and you need him to go and pay these bills and protect the household. So relationships were codependent in the past, and now they don't have to be. So if you decide to be codependent in a relationship, that's fine. That's your lock-in. You play certain roles in my life that I could not exist without you. And then there's some people that are secure and very independent, and they choose people because they want to, not because they need them to fill any type of void or any deficiency in their life. They don't need help with the bills. They are completely secure. They're introverted, extroverted. They are not like, I need you to stimulate me all the time. So they don't need somebody. People play roles in our lives, and we decide if we want a codependent relationship, whether I need sex from you, or I need validation from you, or I need your status to make my connections at work. People are linking and forming relationships and marriage based off of how that relationship functions. And some are codependent and some aren't. That's all I'm saying.
I'm sorry. Do anybody care about anybody anymore? Are there any feelings involved?
And that's
Right.
what I'm saying, because if we look at codependency,
It's all about
the definition is excessive emotional or psychological reliance on a partner, typically one who requires support on account of an illness or addiction. However, what we could be using is the word interdependence. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
the dependence
I like
of two or more people or things on each other. See, interdependence is different than codependency. And so that's what I'm saying. Like we're weaponizing this word, whereas I think that there's nothing wrong inside of a marriage of there being interdependent. You should be. You're supporting each other. Whether it's sexual, whether it's emotional, whether it's spiritual, whether it's with the kids, co-parenting, you know, there's an interdependence. We're built to be together,
right?
support each other, right? And so we start using words that make it look weaponized, and that, oh, she came in with her cape and saved the day. How about she supported her friend?
Right. And I think what's happening is that the more moderate women that are out here are the ones that are putting that negative spin for the codependency on these relationships. And that's why a lot of them are not making it, because they're making it about finances. They're making it about, I'm coming in to save you, you're saving me, and it's about the finances. And as Kenya stated, do we have any feelings anymore? Are we acting out of love? Are we acting out of because you want to care for me as a person? Nothing is personal anymore. It's all about a bag. It's all about what you it's all about where you can take me.
Transactional.
And a lot of that is on Instagram. And me and my brother, we had this talk all the time, because I'd be like, those girls on Instagram, not to say they don't deserve a six-figure man, but you could just look and say they're doing it for the camera, because half of them don't even. I'm just saying, it's just not is what it is, and they just want to ride the Instagram. They just want to ride the it and what other people say, because it's not about that anymore. And if people got back again to the roots of what it actually is, the feelings, do you love me? Do you? I mean, and Kevin can attest to this. I let a guy go because of that. If I don't like you, and Kevin, that was why I was on the show. I wasn't in love with my man. And he gave me his whole check every week. And I let him go because I felt as though he deserved a woman that loves him. That was not me, because not only would I have been blocking his blessing, I was blocking mine. And right now today, I feel like I made the right decision. Again, money is just the root, not to all evil, but that is the problem right now. That is it. And everybody hit it dead on the head. Thank you so much, Eva, because you just taught me something. Keep Googling.
And needs change. Everybody needs change. Needs change every day as you grow within the years, throughout yourself, as you grow as a person, as the economy grow. And I'm not just talking about finances. As resources come along, needs change every day. But like Kevin said, weaponizing, or Elon, whoever, everybody is weaponizing these words and making them bad words, when we really need to be understanding what all of this means. And like you said, the other side of it, why, like you said, codependent, interdependent, it's always another side of it, because we are, again, environment, resources, tradition, modern. How about if we just take those two words out, tradition and modern, period, and just look at the individual and the other individual and see, like we keep saying, how they connect together?
Got another video.